Gautam, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
So thrilled, so thrilled. Up now, I have to say what everybody says: smile, right?
No, I can afford to smile for next couple of months.
You can absolutely afford to smile for the rest of your life. You have, of course. Come on. So tell me, how did it feel at that moment? I mean, a TV journalist, so I have to ask you, कैसे feeling क्या हुई आपको?
Look, obviously, ये जर्नी सिर्फ वर्ल्ड कप की नहीं थी. हमने पिछले 1.5 साल में when we started this entire process of preparing for the next World Cup, तो सिर्फ एक ही चीज़ दिमाग में थी कि हाउ कैन वी गिव आवरसेल्व्स द बेस्ट चांस टू विन द वर्ल्ड कप. और उसके लिए सबसे इम्पॉर्टेंट चीज़ ये थी कि क्या कैन वी बी द मोस्ट फेयरलेस टीम इन द वर्ल्ड. आई नो बहुत लोगों ने बहुत बार बात करी है फेयरलेस, करेज, ब्रेवरी, बट अल्टीमेटली आईसीसी टूर्नामेंट्स में, और वो भी जब क्रंच मैचेस हो, मस्ट विन मैचेस, उसमें हाउ ब्रेव एंड करेजियस कैन वी बी, वो डिसाइड करता हम अपने आप को कितना चांस दे रहे थे वर्ल्ड कप जीतने का. मेरे लिए सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट चीज़ ये थी. आप जिम्बाब्वे का मैच उठा के देख लीजिए, आप वेस्ट इंडीज़ का, उसके बाद सेमीफाइनल, फाइनल, उसमें आई थिंक जिस तरीके से टीम ने ब्रेवरी के साथ खेला है, जितने हमने रन बनाए, वो दर्शाता है कि हमने पिछले 1.5 साल में जो बात करी, eventually we were able to implement that on the cricket field.
So, everybody talks about pressures and things like that, must win matches, pressure and things. Somewhere at the back of your mind, was there also this thing that I have to prove my critics wrong about me being a coach and not performing to the level that the critics were thinking you should?
Look, my job is not to prove my critics wrong. My job is to prove my players right. That is my job. I look at things from a very different angle because I have never looked at my job as to prove something to someone. I have to prove my players right, that I'm the one who's going to be like a shield to them, and more importantly, I need to have faith and trust in my players, and I've said it during my press conference as well. The only accountability that I have till I have this tenure is towards those 30 people sitting in that dressing room. अगर मैं उनके साथ ऑनेस्टी से काम कर सकता हूँ, ऑनेस्टी से बात कर सकता हूँ, किसी एजेंडा के साथ नहीं चलता, और मैं बिल्कुल ब्लैक एंड वाइट तरीके से चलता हूँ, उसके बाद जो भी रिजल्ट आएगा, आई कैन लिव विद दैट रिजल्ट फॉर द रेस्ट ऑफ माई लाइफ. सो इन लास्ट 1.5-2 years जो भी मेरा टेन्योर हुआ है, whatever I've achieved, whatever downfalls I've seen, I think one thing I can be very proud of, that I have been extremely honest to people sitting in that dressing room, and more importantly to this country.
When you say shield, do you mean protection against?
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
मैम आप देखिए कितना सोशल मीडिया का क्रिटिसिज्म है, कितनी सोशल मीडिया, आप जितना मर्जी कोशिश कर लीजिए कि आउटसाइड नॉइस को ब्लॉक आउट करने की, इट इज़ ह्यूमनली नॉट पॉसिबल आज के ज़माने में, बिकॉज इतना सोशल मीडिया टॉक्सिक हो चुका है कि हम एक मैच हारते हैं, किसी की परफॉर्मेंस खराब होती है, दे आर ह्यूमन, प्लेयर्स आर ह्यूमंस एज वेल, दे आर अलाउड टू मेक मिस्टेक्स, दे आर बाउंड टू मेक मिस्टेक्स. किससे गलती नहीं होती? एक नॉर्मल लाइफ में गलती हो जाती है, हर इंसान से गलती होती है, बट ऐसा नहीं है कि प्लेयर्स शुड बी ऑल्सो अलाउड टू मेक मिस्टेक्स. तो अगर वो जो हम, मेरे लिए एज अ शील्ड की बात यह है कि मैं जितना उनको उस क्रिटिसिज्म से दूर रख सकूँ, I think that was very important. That was one of the most important thing even during this campaign which we had during the World Cup. How much can we cut the outside noise? Because there was so much of talk about expectations, अलग चीज़ है, वो हमेशा रहेगी. So much of outside noise कि इसकी performance ख़राब है, इसका form ख़राब है, team match हार जाएगी तो ये हो जाएगा, वो हो जाएगा. So I think it was very important for me, I think, and very important for the boys to be away from social media, and glad they were able to do that for the last 1 month.
So the toxicity which you faced as a player, and then subsequently in politics also and things like that in social media, as a coach, do you feel that you are now more mature to handle it, and you can be a better coach to the players than what probably you felt when you were a player?
Look, I was very fortunate that when I was playing, there was no social media. Yes, there used to be a lot of criticism at that time, but it was a lot in print and electronic. But in today's day and age, I think these boys go through a lot more than what we went through when I was playing. So it is very important for someone to protect them and keep them away from social media as well. Because, see, the problem in social media is that tomorrow you can create a narrative against anyone by doing anything. And the reality is not that. इससे पहले जब हमारे टाइम पे जो भी चीज़ें कही जाती थी उसमें कुछ ना कुछ सच होता था, लेकिन आज आप चाहे वो सोशल मीडिया ले लो, चाहे वो क्रिटिक्स ले लो, आज चाहे आप यूट्यूबर्स ले लो, कि जो सिर्फ व्यूज़ और लाइक्स के लिए काम करते हैं, उनको नेगेटिविटी बोलनी ही है टू गेन क्रिटिक्स एंड टू गेन व्यूज़ एंड वट एवर. बट दैट इज़ नॉट राइट, बिकॉज आपको कभी ना कभी अपने आप को उन खिलाड़ियों के जो उस ड्रेसिंग रूम में बैठे जो पूरे देश को रिप्रेजेंट कर रहे हैं उनके शूज़ में रख कर देख के भी बात करनी बहुत ज़रूरी है. Let them be allowed to make mistakes. We should allow them to fail as well.
Like the Arshdeep incident, was that mistake with them momentary and social media went on fire? And then he apologized later.
But that is okay. Man, you're representing your country, you're bound to show aggression. उसमें कोई खराबी नहीं है अगर आप वापस थ्रो मारते हो. What is wrong in doing that? किसी भी बॉलर को अच्छा नहीं लगता to get hit for 2 sixes. And that is the kind of response I want to see from my players. And that there is nothing wrong. और in fact अगर sorry नहीं भी बोला जाता, I was absolutely fine with it.
Okay.
I was absolutely fine. He doesn't need to say sorry. Yes, it's good on him that he apologized. But on a cricket field, there are no friends. Neither there are any enemies. Your job is to represent your country. Your job is to win a game of cricket for your country. And you don't want to get hit for 2 sixes. And that was fine. I thought ये सारी चीज़ें हमारे को we should not blow this out of proportion because ये चीज़ें पहले भी होती थी. आज क्योंकि सोशल मीडिया के माध्यम से आप बहुत ज़्यादा इसको एस्केलेट करते हैं, उसकी ज़रूरत नहीं है.
But you know, when we are watching you always look so. There's a zen-like thing on your face. There's no expression, चाहे sixer हो या wicket गिरे या कुछ भी गिरे. How do you achieve this, Gautam?
How do I achieve this? I think I think I was telling Natasha this. She asked me this question before the finals that do I feel more nervous as a coach or did I feel more nervous when I was a player? And I told her actually before the World Cup final, I said I feel more nervous as a coach because there's not a lot in my hand once the game starts. Because जब आप खेल रहे होते हो तो you can control your performance. आप अच्छा नहीं करते या आप अच्छा करते हो तो you can control scoring runs. आप अच्छा नहीं करते तो that is also your accountability. लेकिन एक बार ही मैच स्टार्ट हो जाए तो I am only as good as what my players will make me feel or look. अगर players अच्छा नहीं करेंगे तो I will look very bad. अगर players अच्छा करेंगे तो I will look good about it. So my point is कि आप हमेशा nervous होते हो because after one point of time you literally will have to surrender and you literally will have to expect your players to go on the field and be absolutely fearless.
You know, I've always wanted to ask you, when you go inside, like जब drinks interval वगैरह में जाए, क्या बातें क्या होती है उस पर? Like do people come and tell you जब तुम वहाँ जाओगे तो उसको बोलो ऐसे करे, उसको बोलो ऐसे करे, or is it just yours?
नहीं, मुझे तो कोई नहीं बोलता, but ultimately the point is आप जो situation में होते हो, जैसी situation में होते हो और आप आगे के अगला नेक्स्ट फेज कैसे देखते हो इस गेम का, वही आप बात करते हो. आप कि सपोज अगले 6 ओवर्स या 7 ओवर्स कैसे खेलने, बिकॉज 2 ब्रेक्स होती हैं. तो पॉइंट इज कि आप किस तरीके से क्रिकेट देखते हो बाहर से, क्योंकि आप बाहर से भी बहुत चीज़ें अलग तरीके से देखते हो एज़ कम्पेयर टू जो खिलाड़ी खेल रहे होते हैं. क्योंकि कई बार आप जब फील्ड पे होते हो तो यू आर अंडर अ लॉट ऑफ प्रेशर. अगर आप तो कई बार आप गेम को बहुत अलग तरीके से देखते हो, तो आप उसी तरीके से आप शेयर करते हो इन्फॉर्मेशन, एंड अल्टीमेटली it's the players that will have to take the final decision.
Were the players, like, did the players know that in the stands there's Kapil Dev also, there's Sharma also, and you know, Dhoni is there, Amit Shah is there, they're all out there watching. Does it matter to players at that time, and did it matter to you that they're all sitting there watching?
No, absolutely not.
No?
I think not at all, and we should not even think about it. I don't think so any of the players would feel that pressure.
But everybody wants them to win, right? So we सब आए हुए हैं वहाँ
पे. Yeah, but आपको एक चीज़ realize करनी है, everyone wants them to win, but they want to win it more than anyone else. That's the reality. कि इसमें और कोई, इसमें किसी तरीके का कोई झूठ नहीं है कि जितना प्लेयर्स को बुरा लगता है हारने से और जितनी प्लेयर्स को खुशी होती है जीतने से, उतनी और किसी को भी नहीं होती. बिकॉज अल्टीमेटली देयर करियर इज़ ऑन स्टेक, देयर परफॉर्मेंस इज़ ऑन स्टेक. सो ये एक हमारे को ना मिसकंसेप्शन निकाल देनी चाहिए, या लोगों को ये बताना चाहिए कि हार और जीत से जितनी परेशानी उस ड्रेसिंग रूम में बैठे हुए लोगों को होती है, ना कभी किसी को हुई है और ना कभी किसी को होगी. चाहे आज मैं बैठा हूँ, चाहे मेरे बाद जब कोई और बैठेगा उसको भी उतनी परेशानी होगी हार से जितनी आज मुझे होती है. बिकॉज अकाउंटेबिलिटी उस ड्रेसिंग रूम से शुरू होती है और वहीं ख़त्म होती है.
वहीं पे. सो आफ्टर द विन, Dhoni said, "Coach साहब, the smile looks great on you. Intensity with a smile is a killer combo." What did you feel when he saw that?
Look,
because he's been in your position as a player, but what did you feel?
That's why I say, no, being a coach, I think sometimes it's very difficult to be in a situation where people have not been in that situation. But good on him that he tweeted on that, honestly. But I feel that when you're in a dugout, there is so much on stake. इतनी एक्सपेक्टेशन रहती है हमेशा इंडियन टीम से कि आप हंसना चाहो भी, कौन हंसना नहीं चाहेगा, तब भी आप कई बार नहीं हंस पाते. और स्पेशली जब आप वर्ल्ड कप जैसे टूर्नामेंट खेलते हो, बिकॉज इन इंडिया अनफॉर्चुनेटली losing is not an option.
True.
But it can happen, because if losing was not an option, then India would have won all the World Cups. But ऐसा नहीं होता. This is sport. आप पूरी जिंदगी किसी चीज़ में इन्वेस्ट करते हो, but there is no guarantee for return. ये कोई इक्विटी या ये कोई शेयर मार्केट नहीं है कि आपने रिटर्न किए, आपने इन्वेस्ट किया तो आपको कितनी रिटर्न मिलनी है। यहाँ पर आप पूरे 1.5 साल आप मेहनत करते हो, इन्वेस्ट करते हो, और कोई गारंटी नहीं थी कि हम ये वर्ल्ड कप जीतें। तो आप सोचिए कि अगर हम वर्ल्ड कप ना जीतते या सेमीफाइनल में हार जाते तो रिटर्न तो जीरो है ना, इतनी मेहनत करने के बाद, इतना इन्वेस्ट करने के बाद। दैट्स व्हाई आई से दैट स्पोर्ट्स इज वेरी डिफरेंट टू एनी अदर प्रोफेशन।
You know, you're saying that there's no guarantee and all that, but when you win like one win after the other, it's like viewers and enthusiasts take it for granted कि आप जीतने वाले हो. You know, it's so the area of disappointment is so low that none of us want to be disappointed, so that anger comes very high.
Yeah, but that's not fair on the players.
True.
That is absolutely not fair on the players. कौन आप मुझे एक ऐसा प्रोफेशन बता दीजिए जहाँ people do not fail.
Yeah.
Tell me one profession कि जहाँ पर people are not allowed to fail. So it should be the same parameter for players as well, for cricketers as well. Shouldn't they be allowed to fail? It is okay to fail. It is, if you do not allow them to fail, they will never win. Because that fear of making a mistake, if they start fearing making a mistake, they will make more mistakes. And that is one thing which I wanted to get out of their system, that it is okay to make a mistake, it is okay to fail even if we don't win. At the end of the day, we can look ourselves in the mirror and say, did we give everything for the country and for this team? If we have, everything is acceptable.
You know, this thing about winning, there's also this criticism that India is tailoring its pitches in big tournaments. Is that smart strategy, or is it against the spirit of the game?
But I don't agree to that. Why would you tailor something? And honestly, India is too good a team to be even thinking about something like that. And a T20 format, आप चाहे ऑस्ट्रेलिया में उठा के देख लीजिए, चाहे आप साउथ अफ्रीका में उठा के देख लीजिए। साउथ अफ्रीका में भी हमने 200 रन बनाए, ऑस्ट्रेलिया में भी हमने 200 रन बनाए। अगर हम इंडिया में 200 रन बनाते हैं तो वो टेलर्ड हो जाती हैं विकेट्स। सो आई थिंक सम पीपल दे वांट टू क्रिएट अ कंट्रोवर्सी, दैट्स व्हाई आई से आई थिंक statements given for views and TRPs should not be acceptable, because sometimes it is important to give players a lot of credit as well, because ऐसा नहीं है कि हमने सिर्फ इंडियन कंडीशंस में इतने बड़े बड़े स्कोर बनाए, हमने ऑस्ट्रेलिया में भी जाके, साउथ अफ्रीका में भी जाके, बाकी जगह जाके भी इतने बड़े बड़े रन बनाए। वहाँ पर तो हमारे हाथ में कुछ भी नहीं था।
लेकिन ये क्रिटिसिज्म जो है वो ऑस्ट्रेलिया के लिए भी हुआ करता था, इंग्लैंड के लिए भी हुआ करता था, दैट दे मेक देयर पिचेस टू सूट देयर बॉलर्स।
बट ICC tournaments में ICC control the wickets. It's not the BCCI that controls the wickets. And bilaterals में T20 especially format में it is a batter's game. No one wants to come and watch a 120 run T20 game. Everyone wants to score that high, wants to watch that high scoring game. ये यहाँ पर नहीं है. It is a worldwide phenomena कि आप ऑस्ट्रेलिया में उठा लो, साउथ अफ्रीका, न्यूजीलैंड, इंग्लैंड, वहाँ पर भी T20 में उतने ही बड़े रन बनते हैं। लेकिन जब टीम फेयरलेस तरीके से खेलती है तो आपको कुछ ना कुछ क्रिटिसाइज करने के लिए, नेगेटिव बोलने के लिए, यू स्टार्ट पिकिंग अप विकेट्स। हमने तो कोलंबो में भी जाके मैच खेला, हमने तो उसी प्रेमदासा के विकेट में पाकिस्तान के साथ मैच खेला जहाँ पर हमने 180 रन बनाए, जहाँ पर बाकी टीम्स के 140 रन बन रहे थे, जहाँ पर पाकिस्तान को हमने क्या 80 या 90 जितने भी रन से हराया। तो वहाँ पर तो किसी ने नहीं बोला, वो तो वहाँ पर तो हमारे हाथ में भी नहीं था, वो तो कोलंबो में था। तो my point is कि sometimes I think these statements should not be taken seriously.
Because cricketing boards of other countries ये कहने लग गए हैं कि the Indian cricket has become very powerful and they are tilting everything in their favor. ऐसे है?
I don't think so. Where आप मुझे बताओ, we are the only team during the World Cup which no one would have even thought about, which travelled across the country. जो हम कहीं पे एक भी ऐसा वेन्यू नहीं है, एक अहमदाबाद छोड़ के, जहाँ पर हम 2 मैच खेले, उसके अलावा हम सारे वेन्यूज़ पे एक मैच खेले। साउथ अफ्रीका प्लेड 5 games at अहमदाबाद, वेस्ट इंडीज़ प्लेड 4 games at कैलकाटा, पाकिस्तान प्लेड देयर एंटायर टूर्नामेंट इन श्रीलंका। वी वर द ओनली टीम इन दिस एंटायर वर्ल्ड कप जिसने सिर्फ 2 मैच खेले अहमदाबाद में, बाकी दिल्ली, चेन्नई, मुंबई, अहमदाबाद, कोलंबो। तो इसमें कोई कैसे ये स्टेटमेंट दे सकता है कि BCCI हैज़ बिकम टू पावरफुल दैट दे आर ट्राइंग टू कंट्रोल एवरीथिंग। एक टीम पूरे टूर्नामेंट में जो हर वेन्यू पे एक मैच खेलती है, तो आप मुझे बताओ हम कैसे यूज टू हो सकते हैं। और दूसरी टीम साउथ अफ्रीका 5 games खेलती है, वेस्ट इंडीज 4 मैचेस खेलती है, तो दे आर यूज टू अ सर्टेन वेन्यू, वी आर नॉट यूज टू एनी वेन्यू।
Get that, but other cricketing nations feel that BCCI ho or the players have become so influential, and there's so much of money power that has come into the game. और उस advertising money power के बदौलत there is a lot of flexing that the Indian team can do as compared to the other teams. बांग्लादेश और पाकिस्तान में खासकर ये बात चलती है.
See, I am at the moment no one to talk about it because मैंने अपने टेन्योर में तो कुछ ऐसा देखा नहीं. अगर ऐसा ही कुछ होता तो then पाकिस्तान should not have played all the games in Sri Lanka. जो हमारे को चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी पे हमारे ऊपर एक्विजिशन लगी थी कि हम सारे मैच दुबई में खेल रहे हो, so it was a huge advantage. The same advantage Pakistan had this time. The same advantage. आप पूरा
Of a neutral place. हाँ.
आप पूरा टूर्नामेंट अपना श्रीलंका में खेले हो, तो हमारे जो हमारी सिचुएशन चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी में थी उनकी सिचुएशन भी सेम T20 वर्ल्ड कप में थी. सो समटाइम्स व्हेन यू डोंट वांट टू गिव इनफ क्रेडिट टू द टीम, टू द बॉयज, देन यू स्टार्ट पिकिंग अप सच थिंग्स कि हम कैसे दूसरी टीम को टारगेट कर सकते हैं, क्या क्या चीज़ें कर सकते हैं. जैसे मैंने अभी आपको बोला, ये तो सबके सामने रिकॉर्ड सबके सामने है कि हम 2 मैचेस छोड़ के सारे वेन्यूज़ पे एक मैच खेलें. तो उसमें अब कौन सी एडवांटेज है हमारे को?
करेक्ट. अहमदाबाद में आफ्टर विनिंग द टूर्नामेंट आप और सूर्य कुमार यादव और जय शाह हनुमान मंदिर गए विद द ट्रॉफी, और उस वक्त कीर्ति आज़ाद ने ट्वीट किया कि सिर्फ मंदिर क्यों, मस्जिद और गिरजाघर क्यों नहीं गए?
देखिए, मैं इसके बारे में क्या बोलूँ. आई थिंक इट्स नॉट इवन वर्थ आंसरिंग दैट क्वेश्चन. इट्स अ बिग मोमेंट फॉर द एंटायर कंट्री, और मुझसे अगर आप पूछो इट्स अ ह्यूज मोमेंट फॉर द कंट्री. आई थिंक इट इज़ इम्पॉर्टेंट दैट वी शुड सेलिब्रेट अ वर्ल्ड कप विन. और that's why I say ना, certain statements, there is no point picking up certain statements because ये statements ना आपकी सिर्फ achievement को dilute करेगी. अगर आप उन बच्चों की, उन 15 खिलाड़ियों की achievement को dilute करना चाहते हो, उनके effort को dilute करना चाहते हो, तो फिर कल कोई भी उठ के कुछ भी statement देगा and we start taking it seriously, which is not fair on the boys. मतलब आप imagine करो, the boys have gone through so much, the amount of pressure they have gone through. एक मैच हारने के बाद साउथ अफ्रीका के, the kind of pressure the boys were under. और आज अगर आप ऐसी statement देते हो तो you're literally degrading your own players and degrading your own team, which should not be done.
How do you see Surya Kumar Yadav's leadership?
I've said it before, I've said it many times. I think he's a phenomenal leader. I think he's made my life a lot easier in this format because I think the way he keeps the atmosphere really light, I think the way he handles the boys, the way he has conversations with the boys, I think that is something which is fantastic to have, because then you can actually, someone like me can focus on how the tactical things should run, because you know that you've got someone like Surya who I worked with for a long time when I was captain with KKR and he was a vice captain. So I know how he operates. So he has made my life a lot easier in this format.
Has Sky's way of handling T20 impacted on his play as such, personal play?
I don't think so. I think there was always a team first philosophy, and more importantly, when you go in a big tournament like this, you don't look at individual performances. You don't need to look at individual performances. आज अगर हम वर्ल्ड कप नहीं जीते होते तो शायद आप मेरा इंटरव्यू नहीं ले रहे होते.
नहीं.
और दूसरी चीज़ है, शायद इतना कोई बात ना करता, बिकॉज और इंडिविजुअल परफॉर्मेंसेस कोई याद भी ना करता. आज अगर आप मुझसे पूछो कि सेमीफाइनल में इंग्लैंड की तरफ से किसने रन बनाया, आपको याद भी नहीं होगा. सो व्हेन यू गो एंड प्ले सच काइंड ऑफ टूर्नामेंट्स, इट्स अबाउट हु विंस द टूर्नामेंट, which team wins the tournament. So for me, I think individual performances when it comes to big tournaments do not make a big difference in my life.
Okay. I have to ask you about Sanju Samson. You backed him all through. Now do you feel I was justified?
But I backed him because I felt and I feel that there's a lot that Sanju Samson can deliver for the team. And it was never about that. Sometimes people go through lean run. I think जैसे न्यूजीलैंड के अगेंस्ट सीरीज थी, आई थिंक ही वेंट थ्रू अ लीन रन, बट दैट वाज फाइन, बिकॉज ऐसा नहीं है कि आप का खराब फॉर्म हमेशा ही रहेगा. सो ही नीडेड दैट ब्रेक, वी गेव हिम कपल ऑफ गेम्स ऑफ, एंड ऑब्वियसली वंस ही गॉट बैक वी न्यू दैट ही इज गोना टू डिलीवर इट फॉर अस, बिकॉज बहुत टाइम से हमने देखा है उसका टैलेंट. अगर आप कोई खिलाड़ी 3 T20 हंड्रेड्स बनाता है, उसके बाद if he goes through a lean patch, that is okay, that is acceptable. But I think he's done justice, and hopefully he can kickstart his career again from now on, and that is something which was important. It is important for him.
It's important. You spoke about individual performance, and that's not really the main thing in these kind of tournaments. Is that the cultural change that you brought into the dressing room?
I believe in a team sport. That is how team sport is meant to be played and should be played. Because yes, individual performances are important. They should be appreciated, but ultimately it's the team goal that is far more important than any other thing. And I feel that is something, that's a cultural change, and that's a great change, because if you look at this T20 side, I think none of the boys in last 1.5 years have actually spoken about the milestones, have actually played for the milestones, and have actually thought about doing something for themselves. And that is the reason why we could get this result. अगर आप मुझसे एक चीज़ पूछोगे how we could get this result of winning the World Cup, and everyone had so much of expectation and everyone was under so much of pressure, was because no one was thinking about what he wants to do individually. Everyone wanted to do something collectively, and that's the reason, whether it is Surya, whether it is the boys, and hopefully this change that is now very visible to the to people outside, hopefully it can continue and can change it for good, because India has so much of talent that we can go on to win do so many different things going forward.
See, you're right. It's every player brings something to the table, right? But there are only 11 of them. In spite of that, there are some superstars in a team always. Has that superstar culture lessened, or do you lessen it in the dressing room, that everybody should not bring that superstar, shoulder in their shoulder? कि हाँ मैं सुपरस्टार हूँ, वो नहीं लाना चाहिए.
देखिए मैं आपको बताऊँ, the difference between you and me is what you like creating superstars. My job is to create super team. That's the difference. That's a simple difference, and that difference will always remain. Media wants to create superstars, but my job as a head coach is to create a super team. And that's the only way I look at my profession, because my job is to be absolutely fair, even, and treat everyone exactly equally, because those 15 people in that dressing room are absolutely equal to me. I don't look at the amount of runs they've got. I don't look at the amount of social media following they have. I don't look at what TRP they bring to the people or to the broadcaster. I only look at that what they bring to the team and what they bring to the country. And that is why I feel that is my job, is to create a super team. And hopefully, till I finish my tenure, I will be able to create a super team.
Okay, talking about your tenure, I want to know who asked you to become the coach who is the first person who called you up and said become a coach?
Yeah, that's a good story. In fact, I remember we were playing an IPL game in Mumbai, KKR versus Mumbai Indians, and we were staying at St. Regis, and it was Jai Bhai who called me. Actually, he called me.
Jai Shah.
Yeah. He actually called me early in the morning. He said that I have to give you this offer and you can't say no to me. I said, what? He said, you have to be the head coach. And at that time, honestly, I wasn't even ready. It was a massive surprise, because for me, I think being the head coach of the Indian team is an honor. It's a privilege, because not many people get that opportunity to again go back in that dressing room and wear that India jersey again and do something special for the country. Tell me, how many ex-cricketers get that? Very few. And then he told me you can't say no. And then obviously I spoke to family, I spoke to Natasha, but hats off to him. I have to thank him. I thanked him even during the press conference, that I very well realized this, that when I was offered this job, that I had no experience of being a head coach, because I've never been a head coach of any team or any franchise. I was always the mentor. But trusting me with that job, and that high pressure job, and that high profile job, so hopefully till now I think I'm able to live up to his expectations, and I can't thank him enough, because anytime you get this opportunity to do something special for the country, and by him, and most importantly, I think I remember I've gone through a lot of low moments in my tenure as well, which was always expected, because whether it was getting beaten by New Zealand at home or getting beaten by South Africa at home, which I normally don't forget, and I don't think it will be difficult for me to forget. Not many people actually called me after that. I remember the only time someone called me was Jai Shah, because I remember when we lost a game against New Zealand at Mumbai, I was going back to the airport and I got a call from him, and obviously he told me to stay strong. He told me that he's there with me during that hour, and then even after South Africa, he was the one who called me. I was at the airport and I was actually very low and down, and अच्छे time में you don't remember people when your things are going good, but when you're going through a tough phase, at that time, if someone calls you and supports you at that time, I think that is something that I will always appreciate, even when I won't be the head coach of the team.
Someday I want to write your biography. Hopefully, the ups and downs in your career, in your life, has been amazing. It's a life that you've led, which is like stupendous. The courage of conviction that you have, in spite of some of the knocks that you got in life. Amazing.
But I think I can't complain because God has given me so much which I never thought that ultimately I deserve. But again, I think God has been very kind.
Jaysha, as an administrator, what would you say that what is his contribution?
Look, he had a massive contribution. Not because we are talking about it right now, but the fact is, अगर आप देखो, when he was the secretary, the way he's transformed women's cricket in India, you got to give it to the man. You have to give it to the man कि आप women cricketers की salaries उठा के देख लीजिए, उनके contracts उठा के देख लीजिए, the transition that has happened in women's cricket, आप WPL उठा के देख लीजिए. In fact, अगर आप men's cricket की भी बात करो, men's cricket में भी जितनी facilities अब players को मिलती हैं, जैसे infrastructure बदला है, I think you have to give it to Jay Shah for bringing that transformation in women's cricket. I think that man deserves so much of credit. And second most important thing, now being the ICC chairman, I think including cricket and Olympics is a massive step. So I think he does deserve a lot of credit for what he's done as an administrator. And more importantly, I think his heart is in the right place because when he was the secretary with BCCI, जब मेरे को ये job offer हुई थी, I worked very closely with him, and I remember how passionate he was for Indian cricket and how much he wanted Indian cricket to do well. And you could see from his reactions as well. You could see it because आप इंसान के reactions छुपा नहीं सकते. When Indian cricket does well, I think he's probably one of the happiest guys going around.
Do you have the complete freedom when you are in the dressing room, or are there people who pull strings?
Not at all. I think I'm very fortunate. Not at all in last 1.5, 2 years, and I think that is something that is fantastic to have because many times I think you don't get the freedom. But I think when I joined as the head coach, Jaibai was the secretary, and I think the best thing that he did was that he had let me run the entire show. I don't think so there was any interference from him, which again, because if you trust someone, then you trust someone, and he's trusted me with this job, and till now I think I'm not going to say power because I had the opportunity of calling the shots.
You know, I don't want to take names, but over the years, and I've been watching cricket for decades, but there have been, and interviewed many cricketers, I've been fortunate enough, but there have been some cricketers who were so powerful simply because they played for so many years, they were part of winning teams. They did have an impact on selection of players. There used to be the Bombay team, there was the Bombay League, there were the Delhi guys who used to decide and things like that. How much of freedom do selectors have these days? Do coaches have these days in saying, you know, that this guy has promise, don't take him away just because he's having a bad patch?
See, I'll tell you one thing. I think I'm not going to sit here and say that, okay, selectors have more power or the coach has more power. I think we all are in it together. That is something that is very, very important. Ultimately, whether it's the chairman selector, whether it's the selector, whether it's the head coach, the point is that Indian cricket needs to do well. And it is sometimes always good to have difference of opinion. But when you finish that difference of opinion, when you come on the same page, that things should be only in the best interest of cricket. And I'm very fortunate that we had someone like Ajit Agarkar who's worked so honestly since he's there as a chairman selector. And most importantly, I think BCCI has given the selectors and the head coach the complete freedom to call the shots and take the right decisions, which is in right interest for Indian cricket.
Okay, you've spoken often about nationalism. Do you think that Indian cricket sometimes carries the weight of national identity too strong? Like when you're playing against Pakistan or when you're playing against powerful teams, that India element and that thing is a little too much?
I think which is good. I think nationalism, see, the point is that you can't hide away from this reality that as an Indian team, you represent 140 crore Indians. As simple as it can get. And when you stand for the national anthem, you should feel something about the country because it's an opportunity to do something for the country, which not many people do get that opportunity.
But does it take away from the game as that it's a sport, it's a game? But sometimes it becomes like, oh my God, it is like India haar gayi. You know, it's that whole thing. It's not India haar gayi, Indian ki team haari hai thodi si.
But see, that's why I say cricket in India is a religion, and people expect so much out of the players. That's why I say that players should be allowed to fail. Players should be allowed to make bad decisions. But again, I think that is the expectations which people have from the Indian team, and which again is a good thing, because you only expect from people who can deliver. And how well these guys have delivered, whether it was Champions Trophy, whether it is now the T20 World Cup, आप उन लोगों से expect नहीं करते जिनको आपको पता है कि they will not be able to deliver. And when the expectation is there, which again is great thing for Indian cricket, and I think that expectations stay, but that criticism should come down a little bit.
Because you know, outside criticism is different. You've also called out at times if there were mistakes made. You've not shied away from it and said, "हाँ, ये गलती है. This has इसको सुधारना है." You've not shied away. Do you think that you paid the price for being extremely honest?
Yeah, but who doesn't make mistakes? Tell me one human being in this world who has not made mistakes.
You don't cover up.
Yeah, but I don't need to cover up. Why should I cover up? Because ultimately, as I said, that I am not accountable to what people say on social media. I am accountable to my players. I am accountable to a common normal fan जो ना views, ना TRPs, ना जिसके vested interest है Indian cricket के साथ. I am only accountable to them. And if I am accountable to them, I'll be the first one to put my hand up and say that yes, I have made a mistake. And everyone should be allowed to make mistakes. I have made mistakes. I might make mistakes in future as well. I'm not going to say that I will not make mistakes. Yeah, I will make mistakes. Bad decision with right intention is acceptable. Wrong decision with wrong intention is not acceptable. I will make wrong decisions. I will make right decisions. It's a sport. कि ऐसा नहीं है कि आप मुझे एक आदमी बताओ जिसने स्पोर्ट में सारे decisions ठीक लिए होंगे. And in future also I will. There are certain decisions which will go the other way, but the intention will never be compromised.
So when you are in doubt, Gautam, whom do you go to? Like
To my
is there a-
instinct. To my instinct.
Okay.
That is all I go back to. I think my instinct is what I trust the most. I don't look at data. I don't look at any other thing. If my instinct says, and if I see myself and say that yes, this is the right call for the team, and I will back it to the hill. If it doesn't work, I'll be the first one to put my hand up and say yes, it didn't work.
But is that maturity? I mean, maybe there are people who are senior mentors. उनके पास जाना नहीं?
See, everyone has different ways of looking at things. But मेरा idea with me being the head coach now, my vision for the team, it could be completely different to someone who's run the show before me or someone who will run the show after me. About, for example, अगर आप किसी organization के head हो, तो that the vision that you carry is your vision. जब आपके पास someone else will take over, then he will have his own vision. So right now the vision that I have, how I want the team to run, how I want the team to play, how I want the team should carry themselves off the field, it is my vision. मेरे tenure के बाद जो भी आएगा, that is his vision. He doesn't need to consult me, or I don't need to tell him. If someone consults me, good enough. If someone doesn't, that's his wish. But I feel that for me, I think there are times if I want, because there are people like VVS Lakshman, there are people like Ajit Agarkar, they are there. So if I feel that there is anything I need to share or talk about, there are people who I can definitely discuss cricket with.
Yeah. Ashwin once said that Gautam Gambhir is one of the most misunderstood cricketers in India. A great team man, a sharp reader of the game, and completely selfless. Would you also categorize yourself if you were watching from outside?
ये भी मीडिया की देन है और किसी की देन नहीं है ये जो
मिसअंडरस्टैंड वाली बात.
हाँ, क्योंकि हर मूवी में एक हीरो और एक विलन होता है तो किसी को तो आपको विलन बनाना ही है तो व्हाई नॉट बी बिकॉज द रियलिटी इज कि आपने विलन इसलिए बनाया क्योंकि जो इंसान सिर्फ टीम स्पोर्ट की बात करता है, टीम की बात करता है और जो सिर्फ ये कहता है कि टीम इज़ बिगर देन एन इंडिविजुअल, अगर आप उसको विलन बनाना चाहते हो सो बी इट. बट द थिंग इज आई एम नॉट गोना गो आउट देयर एंड एवर डिफेंड माई सेल्फ बिकॉज माई ऑनेस्टी will one day defend me, but I'm not going to go and say कि मैंने ये ठीक किया, मैंने वो गलत किया. That is not me. The fact is that, और ये वो लोग बोलते हैं जिन्होंने कभी जो मेरे को जानते भी नहीं, और कई बार ये वो लोग भी बोलते हैं जो मेरे को जानते हैं. तो that is something which is not right. जो लोग मुझे जानते हैं वो खराब है कि आप मुझे जानते हो, आप मुझसे मिले हो, आपको पता है कि मैं कैसा इंसान हूँ, सिर्फ क्योंकि आपको अपने व्यूज़ चाहिए, क्योंकि सिर्फ आपको क्लिक्स चाहिए, whatever. तो you want to talk negative. That and अब misunderstood हूँ नहीं misunderstood उसमें I can't talk about it. हाँ एक चीज़ बोल सकता हूँ कि हाँ extremely honest हूँ and I live my life a lot in black and white and I don't think so कि
that's very difficult.
Yeah, there is a lot of gray areas in my life. I don't run that way.
Would Gautam Gambhir, the player, enjoyed playing cricket under Gautam Gambhir, the coach?
I would have loved it.
Yeah.
I would have loved it. Genuinely, not because I want to praise myself. I would have definitely loved it because for me the most important thing as Gautam Gambhir, the coach, is to make someone feel important. To not talk about someone as an underrated player. पता है आपको बताऊं सबसे बड़ा सबसे खराब चीज क्रिकेटिंग प्रोफेशन में ये है कि when someone is called underrated, when someone is undershown, when someone is undervalued and when someone is underappreciated. किसी की मेहनत, क्योंकि खिलाड़ी बहुत मेहनत करते हैं इंडिया को रिप्रेजेंट करने के लिए, उनको बहुत सैक्रिफाइसेस करने पड़ते हैं, मेहनत सब एक ही बराबर करते हैं, लेकिन सिर्फ अगर आपकी सोशल मीडिया फॉलोइंग या फिर आपकी क्लिक्स या लाइक्स और डिसलाइक्स या लाइक्स की वजह से आपको ज़्यादा एयर टाइम या आपकी परफॉर्मेंस के बारे में ज़्यादा बोला जाएगा और दूसरे की परफॉर्मेंस को अंडररेटेड कहा जाएगा या अंडर शोन, अंडर वैल्यू और अंडर अप्रिशिएट किया जाएगा ना, तो यू आर बिट्रेइंग द एंटायर टीम एंड नो वन हैज़ एनी राइट टू बिट्रे द एंटायर टीम. आज मेरे लिए एज अ हेड कोच व्हेन आई एम टॉकिंग टू यू, मेरे लिए शिवम दुबे की परफॉर्मेंस उतनी ही इंपॉर्टेंट है जितनी संजू सैमसन की. मेरे लिए अर्शदीप की परफॉर्मेंस उतनी ही इंपॉर्टेंट है जितनी जसप्रीत बुमराह की. मेरे लिए अक्षर पटेल की परफॉर्मेंस उतनी ही इंपॉर्टेंट है जितनी वरुण चक्रवर्ती की. आई विल नेवर डिफ्रेंशिएट. मैं किसी की परफॉर्मेंस को अंडररेटेड नहीं कहूँगा, मैं किसी की परफॉर्मेंस को अंडर वैल्यू, अंडर अप्रिशिएट नहीं करूँगा, बिकॉज मुझे पता है कि कितना बुरा लगता है कि जब आप मेहनत करके जाते हैं और आप वहाँ पहुँचते हैं और उस प्रेशर में आप डिलीवर करते हैं और मीडिया उठ के ये बोल देती है कि वेरी अंडररेटेड, ही इज़ अ वेरी अंडररेटेड. अंडररेटेड कौन बनाता है? कौन बनाता है? खिलाड़ी तो अपने आप को अंडररेटेड नहीं बनाएगा, खिलाड़ी तो अपने आप को अंडर वैल्यू नहीं करेगा, अंडर अप्रिशिएट नहीं करेगा, अंडर शोन नहीं करेगा. तो ये हम सबका फ़र्ज़ बनता है, ये मीडिया का, ब्रॉडकास्टर, सबका फ़र्ज़ बनता है कि फॉर हेवन सेक आगे आने वाले टाइम में किसी भी खिलाड़ी को अंडररेटेड मत बोलना, क्योंकि 140 करोड़ की आबादी में सिर्फ 15 खिलाड़ी खेलते हैं. वो कैसे अंडररेटेड हो सकते हैं?
Yeah.
कैसे अंडररेटेड? मैंने कभी ये सोचा ही नहीं कि आप किसी को अंडररेटेड कैसे बोलते हो, किसी की परफॉर्मेंस को आप अंडररेटेड कैसे कह सकते हो? क्योंकि अगर आपको नंबर्स नहीं मिलते उसमें उस खिलाड़ी की गलती नहीं है. आपको नंबर्स नहीं मिलते तो कुछ आप ऐसा करिए कि जिससे आपको नंबर्स मिले, लेकिन उस खिलाड़ी को अंडर वैल्यू और अंडर शोन और अंडर अप्रिशिएट मत करो, क्योंकि उससे ख़राब चीज़ खिलाड़ी के लिए कुछ भी नहीं है. हाँ, खिलाड़ी के पास वो पावर नहीं है कि वो बाहर जाके ये बोल सके, क्योंकि प्लेयर्स आर वेरी इनसिक्योर, लेकिन ये हम सबकी जिम्मेदारी बनती है एज अ नेशन कि किसी को हर खिलाड़ी को उतनी ही इंपॉर्टेंस मिलनी चाहिए जितनी बाकी खिलाड़ियों को मिलती है. उनकी
Why are players insecure? मतलब इतना
Because-
so much of love and affection
why
this
are
country
people insecure?
gives.
Why are people insecure? Players insecure because there are only 15 that can play for the country. There are lakhs and lakhs of players who wants to be part of that dressing room.
हाँ.
आप सोचिए रेशियो 1:2 कितना होगा to be part of that dressing room, to wear that jersey. That's why players feel insecure. और आप उसके बावजूद किसी को भी उठा के कहते हो ये तो बहुत अंडररेटेड है, इसकी परफॉर्मेंस बड़ी अंडररेटेड थी, इसके बारे में ज़्यादा बात नहीं हुई. किसने बात नहीं करी उसके बारे में ज़्यादा? उसने खुद बात नहीं करी या आपने बात करी नहीं, या मीडिया या ब्रॉडकास्टर उन्होंने बात नहीं करी? तो फॉर हेवन सेक आई थिंक मेरी ज़िंदगी का, मेरे टेन्योर का कि सबसे बड़ी अचीवमेंट वर्ल्ड कप और चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी नहीं होगा. मेरे
इंसुलेट करना प्लेयर्स को, है ना?
मेरे टेन्योर की सबसे बड़ी अचीवमेंट ये होगी कि जिस दिन हम सबको अप्रिशिएट करें और सबको उतनी वैल्यू दें जितनी आप बाकी खिलाड़ियों को देते थे, जिनसे आपको नंबर मिलते थे.
So what would Gautam Gambhir, the coach, advise Gautam Gambhir, the 20-year-old, जब वो आया था क्रिकेट खेलने?
Be fearless.
Okay.
Be absolutely fearless and you're allowed
Did
to
you fear? Were you fearful जब आप
and
as a young cricketer?
everyone is, मतलब ऐसा मुझे लगता है कि उस ड्रेसिंग रूम में everyone is at some point of time, and the reason is because there is so much on stake. शायद Gautam Gambhir, the coach, would have told Gautam Gambhir, the player, that you're allowed to make mistakes, you're allowed to fail, and that is what I tell these players as well. They're allowed to fail, they're allowed to drop a catch, they're allowed to get hit. If you need 1 6 of last ball, they're allowed to get hit for a 6. They're allowed to play a bad shot, they're allowed to fail, they're allowed to make a mistake where we can end up losing a game of cricket. That's fine. Human beings are bound to make mistakes, but don't fear making a mistake. कि गलती हो गई तो क्या होगा? गलती हो गई तो कुछ नहीं होगा.
Yeah.
People in that dressing room will still love them the same way, will still back them the same way, and will still hug them the same way.
Have you changed anything with regard to fitness regime and things in?
Yeah, obviously. I think
you have?
yes, 100%. I think the more fitter we are, the more mentally strong we are. And I think that is something that is a huge transition that is happening in Indian cricket. I think Indian team has become a lot fitter than what we were before, and it is still a continuous process. You got to keep getting fitter, because the only way to achieve great things is when you are physically fit, and when you're physically fit, you're more mentally fit.
You know, you're talking to a person who's seen cricket in a generation where we were one of the most unfit players. You know, like dropped catches and all was like something that everybody used to laugh at it. But today, when you guys are so agile on the field, we have a sense of pride as, you know, hum boomer generation kahiye ya jo bhi kahiye. But for us, your fitness levels has to be absolute optimum, and we expect that out of you guys. Like it's quite amazing.
Oh,
frankly.
100%, because during your generation, maybe there was no T20 cricket. So
Correct.
at that time, cricket was a skill sport.
Yeah.
Cricket is no more a skill sport. It's a skill plus fitness.
Agility, yeah.
Yeah, it's a skill plus power sport. So you need to have that power, you need to have that agility, you need to be fit, physically extremely fit to deliver in all the three formats.
And mentally.
Absolutely, the more fitter you are, the more mentally
mentally.
fitter you
Okay.
are.
Now tell me about Olympics. Are you eyeing a gold?
Correct.
Now that.
Too far. I think I don't look at that. वहाँ तक तो मेरा tenure ही नहीं है.
अच्छा.
अब छोड़ो तो ओलंपिक तो 2028 में, मेरा tenure 2027 में खत्म हो रहा है.
So what are you expecting next? I mean, winning on the
What am I
scorecard is-
expecting next? That's a good question.
Which one?
I'm expecting, see, Test cricket is very close to my heart. That one format is extremely, extremely close. And I hope that first we can qualify for the World Test Championship final. That's my next target. And we still have, 9 Test matches to go. And the focus is going to be there, because I feel that, yes, we've gone through a transition, and transition in red ball cricket is always difficult as compared to white ball cricket. And there are these young boys which we will keep backing in red ball cricket, because Test cricket is never easy. So the next target is that hopefully we can qualify the world.
But
for the
playing
world.
so many with the white ball, is it going to take away the magic from the red ball?
I don't think so. I think red ball cricket, it all depends on the team, what the entire team thinks about red ball cricket. I think the focus for me, as I just said, one format which is very close to my heart, if you ask me about all the 3 formats, is red ball cricket. So I personally want...
You're still traditional.
Yeah, 100%. And I think most of the boys in that dressing room are. They really want to do well in Test cricket. They really, because that is where legacies are made. That is where you feel content when you come back. That's the only format which gives you the opportunity to score 100, double 100, triple 100. No other format gives you that opportunity. And when you go through those 5 days of hard work, and when you get the result, there is no more satisfaction than getting a Test win under your belt. Whether it is the T20 World Cup final, whether it is a 50 over game, Test cricket gives you ultimate happiness.
But skill and strategy in the 2 different formats, completely different, right?
I think in all the 3 formats, because if you ask me from T20 cricket to Test cricket changes every hour.
Yeah.
T20 cricket doesn't change. T20 cricket changes every ball. So the difference is, every ball T20 cricket changes, every hour Test cricket changes, and Test cricket is the only format where conditions change after every session. In T20 it hardly changes, but आप देखो wicket day 1 पे अलग होगी, day 2 पे अलग होगी, day 5 पे अलग होगी. So you got to change with the conditions, and you got to keep working hard from a point of view that it is the most satisfying thing when you win a Test match.
So, you know, as a coach, when you tell your players, क्योंकि scoreboard देखते रहते हैं, right? But in a Test series, you won't keep looking at the scoreboard as much as you will. Tell me the mental makeup when you look at a scoreboard.
But you don't look at the scoreboard during Test matches. You look at every
That's
session, because every session becomes important. So every session, you sit and decide that what we need to do in the next session and where we want to be in the next session. That's why it's very exciting for people. Sometimes it can get boring. That's what people say. But for a coach and for the team, when you plan for the next session and when you plan for the 3rd session and next day, I think you're always thinking about the game for 5 days. It is very, very exhausting, where you have to plan thrice or 4 times in a day regarding sessions. And scoreboard pressure, when you talk about T20 cricket, yes, there will always be scoreboard pressure. But again, if you're not looking at your individual score, but you're looking at a total score, what you need to achieve, I think it takes a lot of pressure off you.
What is it like winning as a player, as a captain, as a coach?
I think it's a very difficult question to answer. All the 3 things are very, very special, because I can't differentiate that as a player, as a captain, as a coach. But if you ask me, not because I'm the coach, I'm a coach right now, I think the toughest thing is to win as a coach. And the reason is because, as I just mentioned, that आपके हाथ में क्या है मैच स्टार्ट होने के बाद? Tell me. As a captain, you can control a lot of things when you're playing. You can marshal your resources. You can do a lot more on the cricket field. As a player, you can control your performance. But as a coach, once the game starts, there is literally anything in my hand. So satisfaction as a coach is obviously ultimate. But as a player and as a captain, obviously it gives you a lot of good feeling.
So as a coach, I would think that you're also like as a player, you've had a good game, you've had a good match, you go back and you're thrilled that जीत गए. लेकिन कोच के लिए क्या होता है कि जीत गए हैं पर वो बंदा जो है वो थोड़ा सा सैड है क्योंकि उसका गेम आज अच्छा नहीं था.
आप बिल्कुल
So
ठीक
you
कह रहे
will
हो.
have to
आप
probably.
बिल्कुल ठीक कह रहे हो. बिकॉज जीतने के बावजूद भी एक नहीं 3-4 भी ऐसे प्लेयर्स हो सकते हैं जिनकी परफॉर्मेंस अच्छी ना हो. तो अल्टीमेटली आपको खुशी मिलती है, लेकिन यू हैव टू पुट योर सेल्फ इन देयर शू कि उनको कैसा लग रहा होगा. सो योर जॉब इज नॉट ओनली टू कोच देम स्किल वाइज, योर जॉब इज ऑल्सो टू मैनेज देम मेंटली एज वेल. दैट पता है सबसे बड़ी चीज़ कोच के लिए क्या है कि आप किसी का अच्छा दिन जाता है, उसके कंधे पे हाथ रखो ना रखो वो मैटर नहीं करता. जिसका दिन खराब जाता है अगर आप उसके कंधे पे हाथ रखोगे ना, वो सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट चीज़ है किसी भी कोच के लिए. और मेरा मानना है कि मैंने अभी तक अपने टेन्योर में किसी का अगर बहुत अच्छा गया उसको मेरी ज़रूरत भी नहीं है, मेरे हाथ उसके कंधे पे हाथ रखने की उसको ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ेगी. लेकिन अगर किसी का ख़राब गया तो आई शुड बी द फर्स्ट वन. वी शुड गो टू हिम एंड हैव माय आर्म अराउंड हिज शोल्डर.
Lovely. I also finally want to ask you about the role of family because we've heard so many stories of, some of the boys having lost a parent and come very next day to play. Sometimes you're abroad and something happens, a tragedy happens, cannot come back. And those kind of situations, as a mentor, as a coach, how do you deal with such
आप ये सोचो कि ये सैक्रिफाइसेस कितने बड़े सैक्रिफाइसेस हैं. मतलब रिंकू लूजिंग हिज फादर, और जैसे आपने बोला अगर आप अब्रॉड हो, समथिंग हैपन्स टू योर फैमिली, यू कांट कम बैक. और उसके बावजूद इतने सैक्रिफाइसेस करने के बावजूद भी हम किसी को अंडर वैल्यू, अंडर अप्रिशिएट और अंडर शोन करें और उसको अंडर रेटेड बोले, तो ये कितनी ख़राब चीज़ है. तो इसलिए मुझे लगता है कि जब इतने सैक्रिफाइसेस के थ्रू आप जाते हो तब भी, फॉर एग्जांपल रिंकू, मतलब फादर की डेथ के बाद टीम को ज्वाइन करना, इट नीड्स सो मच ऑफ कैरेक्टर टू कम एंड ज्वाइन द टीम एंड डूइंग व्हाट वाज इम्पॉर्टेंट फॉर द टीम, कि फील्डिंग करना, हर तरीके से सपोर्ट करना. सो दैट्स व्हाई आई से कि मेरी नज़र में कभी भी कोई अंडररेटेड नहीं होगा. और ये सैक्रिफाइसेस, ऐसे सैक्रिफाइसेस इस देश को कभी भूलने नहीं चाहिए. इसलिए मैं कहता हूँ कि players should be allowed to make mistakes.
Who's your strength, Gautam?
Look, can't look it beyond my family. I think अगर मैं ये, for example, my mother, father, obviously Natasha as well because she's handling 2 kids on her own. मैं 10 महीने घर से बाहर रहता हूँ. Sometimes it is very easy कि मेरे pressures, मेरे बारे में सोचना बहुत आसान है. मैं अपने बारे में सोचता हूँ कितना pressure है and all that stuff. But sometimes I also realize कि जब आप घर से बाहर होते हो, to be literally like working like a single mother, single parent and managing 2 girls, how difficult can that be? और मेरे को लगता है कि वो स्ट्रेस शायद मेरे स्ट्रेस से हमेशा ज़्यादा होगा. बिकॉज चाहे वो बोला जाए या ना बोला जाए, कभी वो दिखाया जाए या ना दिखाया जाए, बिकॉज मेरा स्ट्रेस तो सारी दुनिया को पता है, लेकिन एज अ वाइफ वो स्ट्रेस जो है वो सिर्फ शायद मुझे ही पता है और वो कभी बोला भी ना जाता. इफ़ आई रियलाइज दैट, आई थिंक दैट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर मी.
I always wanted to find out what is the mood in the dressing room when a prime minister calls and says congratulations and things like that, and or a minister calls or some important person calls and tells in the room. Is that feeling like kind of surprising?
नहीं, इस बारी तो फाइनल में HM भी वहाँ पर थे.
हाँ.
तो इट इज़ ऑलवेज गुड ना. मतलब यू गेट अ बिट ऑफ सपोर्ट. दैट मॉरल सपोर्ट भी कई बार इंपॉर्टेंट होता है. आपकी फैमिली नहीं होती कई बार आपके साथ, बट आपको पता है कि द विशेस आर देयर. जैसे ऑनरेबल HM वाज देयर, सो ऑब्वियसली boys would want to do something special, and the way he was reacting, which was again a great thing, that just shows that how much he values that India doing well. So मेरा मानना है कि चाहे प्राइम मिनिस्टर साहब आपको फ़ोन करते हैं, वो भी एक मॉरल सपोर्ट ही है. और वो मॉरल सपोर्ट कई बार प्लेयर्स को हेल्प ही करता है, प्लेयर्स को अच्छा ही फील कराता है. बिकॉज सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट चीज़ है कि जब आपकी परफॉर्मेंस अप्रिशिएट की जाती है, जब आपकी परफॉर्मेंस रिकग्नाइज़ की जाती है, उससे बड़ी कोई चीज़ नहीं है. कि अगर आपकी परफॉर्मेंस आपके हार्डवर्क को रिकग्नाइज़ किया, उससे ज़्यादा प्लेयर को क्या चाहिए आप बताओ. कि प्राइम मिनिस्टर अगर आपकी परफॉर्मेंस रिकग्नाइज कर रहे हैं, होम मिनिस्टर आपकी परफॉर्मेंस रिकग्नाइज कर रहे हैं, आई थिंक दैट इज इनफ फॉर द बॉयज टू डू समथिंग स्पेशल.
What was the first thing you ate after the
What I
victory?
ate, दाल चावल. And I ate it.
I expected कि केक या लड्डू या कुछ.
मैंने 2 बजे डिनर किया था. इतना लेट हो गया था ना, वाज सो हंग्री। और वहाँ पर उस टाइम से सिर्फ दाल चावल ही थे, सो अगेन
And the team, did you people cut a cake?
yeah,
Did you-
obviously we did, and these are things obviously वो तो होटल जाके भी कट किया था, which is again very special।
पर किसी चीज की परहेज करते हो आप, जैसे चीनी नहीं खानी या
नहीं, खेलते हुए तो करते हैं लड़के परहेज से, नो
वेरी
डाउट।
स्ट्रिक्ट डाइट?
या एब्सोल्युटली।
And you're strict with them?
तभी तो आप क्वेश्चन पूछ रहे थे कि
Fitness.
फिटनेस का, अगर फिटनेस पे अगर परहेज नहीं करेंगे तो देन जैसे आपके टाइम पे कैचेस छूटती थी वैसे ही अभी भी छूटती।
When we used to see the ball running and we used to, I mean, I'm a big fan girl of that era of cricketers, but वैसे बॉल गई बिशन सिंह बेदी के पास, वो नहीं दौड़ेंगे, पता है नहीं दौड़ेंगे।
नहीं, बट उस टाइम
Used
पे
to
वैसा
feel so
कल्चर,
sad.
बट ठीक है, उस टाइम पे वैसा कल्चर भी नहीं था, उस टाइम पे
Correct.
वैसी क्रिकेट भी नहीं थी।
हाँ,
शायद आज जैसी क्रिकेट है, आज से 10 साल बाद ऐसी क्रिकेट नहीं होगी, आपको और ज्यादा फिटनेस फ्रीक बनना
but
पड़ेगा।
you know, at that time you used to see an Imran Khan or a Wasim Akram, and they were all very fit, even the Pakistanis. So it used to really annoy us. And now you feel good. But tell me, what is the diet like? What do you
No, but
make sure?
everyone's got their own diet.
Their
I
own
think. Yeah, they've got
dietitians.
their own diet.
Okay, and what do you do?
What do I-
Are you strict about your diet?
I eat stress. No, I'm strict about my diet. वैसे भी I'm still, अगर मैं नहीं भी कोचता तब भी I was strict about my diet. ऐसा नहीं है कि मेरे को I can go and eat anything I want to, ऐसा नहीं है। वो खेलते हुए कई बार होता था, but not anymore.
What's your blueprint for World Cup 2027?
See, I haven't even thought about it. अभी तो T20 World Cup खत्म हुआ है।
I guess you don't want to tell.
No, not at all. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है, कुछ छुपाने की चीज ही नहीं है, वो तो सारी दुनिया को पता चल जाएगा। But
जीतना है, पर
जीतना तो
कैसे?
obviously जीतना है, but again we still have 1.5 years.
Yeah.
और अभी 2 महीने तो IPL है, उसके बाद में obviously the selectors and me, all of us will sit down and decide what is the blueprint for the next 50 over World
Does
Cup.
IPL drain you from the 2027? Will it drain?
मेरे को तो नहीं, I hope not,
Not you.
not to the players. I think that is going to be important because IPL के suddenly बाद पे तो international cricket start हो जाती है. So I feel that I hope that they keep themselves in good shape. And again, T20 50 over World Cup, we still have 1.5.
Do you see IPL as hero or villain?
Hero, big time, absolutely. I think one of the best things that's happened to Indian cricket. People can say whatever they want to. मेरे को लगता है कि इंडिया की white ball की cricket इतनी strong इसलिए because one of the reasons is IPL.
Is IPL? So,
100%.
but what will you tell the players, that don't overdo it, otherwise it will impact on
No, I think they
2027?
can. No, they can overdo it, but they need to keep themselves in good shape.
Fit.
Yeah, they need to keep themselves fit.
You don't want injuries.
No, I don't
during
want
that.
it. Obviously, as a head coach, I would never want any injuries. But
Yeah.
I still want them when they come back in international cricket, they should be extremely fit.
Okay, so finally, what next for Gautam Gambhir?
अगले 3 महीने तो spend time with girls.
Okay.
I'm absolutely looking
Holiday?
forward. Holiday तो अभी
If
plan
possible.
नहीं करी.
Okay.
लेकिन हाँ, holiday plan करेंगे because I think spending time with them, and next is probably taking them for tennis every day
Okay.
after the exams. That is something which I'm absolutely looking forward to. Seeing them play tennis is something which I would love to watch.
And since I'm interviewing you in your home, I have to ask you, would you come back to politics ever?
अरे क्या क्वेश्चन, अभी तो मेरे को 1.5 साल तो इधर ही रहने दो,
Huh.
उसके बाद I don't know, seriously, I'm enjoying it right now.
But you don't put it out. It's
I'm
fun.
loving it right now. In fact, I'm loving it from a point of view that I'm loving this challenge. I've always believed in taking up challenges. इससे बेहतर पोजीशन आपको मिल नहीं सकती, और इससे ज़्यादा चैलेंजिंग पोजीशन भी आपके लिए हो नहीं सकती.
Wishing you all the best.
Thank you,
Thank you
ma'am.
so much
Thank
for
you so
giving me this opportunity.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.